thank you for being on the right side of like the fight. Like, because when I was in school, man, it was like day and night if you looked at the AP classes and the non-AP classes. And it wasn't because one side was more intelligent or anything like that. It was really just a matter of labeling and in some situations a lack of resources. And that was the only gap. And those are not real gaps.
Right. And I really appreciate you saying this. And I think we have the responsibility to change the narrative. That's why, like, I am just simply against anything that says high achieving, low income. What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Like, every kid wants to be loved, seen, or when you say good or bad school. Now, I get it. You want statistics and like things to kind of like help gauge progress. But I think it's in the way that, you know, like adding emotions to it in the sense of like, I don't know what you mean by a good or bad school. Like what does that mean? Like at the same, you know, we want, and also changing the narrative of like our kids, right?
Yeah.
Instead of like these kids or those kids. No, they're our kids.
Yeah.
And the fundamental issue of like what resources must exist. And you know, some people tell me, well, Adib, isn't this the parents' problems?
Yeah.
Why do schools have to deal with this? I'm like, listen, I've got kids here. You know, like we have a responsibility towards our children.
Yeah.
Parents, not parents. I am not here to argue with you. What is your moral code of what a family or what? All I know is I have kids in front of me right now. And I know that they are our future. I mean, when you think about Houston and Steven Kleinberg's research, there's a great opportunity here. In 2050, the U.S. is going to look like what Houston is. And right now, 75% of those under the age of 26, I believe, and don't quote me on this, are African-American and Latino. And I think less than 10 or 7% have post-secondary, like they're an unempowered majority in a way when it comes to and it's like, this is a big problem.
Yeah.
And we cannot think about this issue as a one solution, one solve. Well, if families, it's like, disconnect yourself from this and see the humanity in this. It's like, if we truly come from the perspective that our children want to learn, want to do, and then like look at, well, what social safety nets need to be explicit here? Because my social safety net was very implicit.
Yeah.
I came back home. I never had to worry about food, never had to worry about where to stay.
Yeah.
And in a way, for the longest, I thought that I did it on my own.
Yeah.
Not realizing that I did nothing on my own.
Yeah.
There were so many. I was really standing on the shoulders of many people.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah.